There it is. Eee! Hello everybody, this is Joe being videos on the Gemmy Master Animatronics, and this is a video of the Gemmy Halloween animated floating female ghost. They came out in 2004 and resold again in 2005, but as I've stated many times, they both had different boxes. 2005, they were sold at Walmart both years. 2005 has a green box with a spider on it, and that was the Walmart's 2005 box design for that year. And like I said, 2005 models have really short string on them, so their head ends up going up at the same time with the hands, which ends up snapping later on. And the 2004 models had really long string. I know that because I bought one 2004 model. The string never snapped because it was long, and I have 3 2005 models, and they all had short string and all snapped. Also, this is actually my 4th floating female ghost pull. However, this head is my 2004 head, my original, because the one she had a crack in her nose, and that's actually the one that I sent to Bailey. And another thing about the 2004 model is the paint is darker on it. It stands out better. Like, I'm going to be showing you another one. And see, the nails are supposed to be painted yellow, but it's barely painted at all. Like, the 2004 model was much darker. Like, you could see it much better. So, yeah. And these ones have actually a strange glitch when their batteries are low, which I will include in the end of this video. But, and like I said, I went, after I got my first floating black ghost, I had to go back to the store 2 days later to get her and the Grim Reaper. And I think the reason why Jimmy gave them short string the next year is because when they have long string, the head ends up looking down, and I guess they didn't like that. However, my very first one never did look down. The cloth was actually pretty long. Like, it was longer than this. And it was a different material too. It was softer, and it was a bit more white too. It was about down to here. It was longer, and the head didn't look down on that one. But on a lot of, like, Halloween Props Forever, he has a 2004 model, and that one does look down. So, and I guess that's why they did that, not thinking that would cause the string to break. And these are ones that you can give long string if they snap. So I'm gonna show it to you. See, but if it's hanging up high and there's little trick-or-treaters down here, it's gonna look down at you, which is kind of cool. See, look. And also, there is a way you can prevent it from looking down, too. See, these screws in the back of her ears are holding this cloth. If you unscrew that, she won't look down, and her head will just yank down like the Grim Reapers do. But I'm not going to do that. I want to keep it that way. So, I'm just saying that if that bothered you, that's how you could stop it from looking down. And this is my third floating female ghost. After my first 2005 one string snapped, we bought another one. I didn't want to take that one back because the low pitch voice, and I had already grew on it. So at that point it was like, I don't want to return it. I've had it for a while. Well, it was only like 3 or 4 days later. I mean, like I said, of constant use. When they do that, it only lasts like 3 or 4 days. And then we bought this one, and then this one broke. So we knew that was going to be a common problem after that. And you can see this one's cloth is actually much shorter too. All parts on this are original. All the poles, the head, it's all original. She has a crack in her nose because once I had these plastic hooks for the ceiling in the downstairs room, and it ended up snapping, and so she fell on the floor and her nose broke. This one, her cloth was extremely hard when I first got it, as well as my other one. Like when her head looked down, the cloth would actually like float backwards, but it doesn't anymore since it's so soft now. Anyways, I'm gonna show this one. See, that hand is gonna end up snapping, as well as the head. You're probably thinking, well, it's not going all the way to the top. Well, I tied that knot in there so it wouldn't, because back in, like, I don't know, it was years ago, it wouldn't go to the top anymore, but it was just because of the chargeable batteries. And it actually might not have been that. It was the fact that it wouldn't look down anymore, because the motor isn't as fast as it was when I first got it. And like I did like it when their heads looked down, so I made it stop there so that it does look down, because like I said, I liked it when they looked down as a kid. So yeah. And the speaker is right there. Okay, and I've got two more to show you. My Dawn of the Dead is on the pole of my second one, and my first one is a floating head now, because like it fried, because it wouldn't control the hands anymore, so it's a floating head. Oh, and can't you see that her eyes aren't as yellow as the other one? They're not as, yeah. And this is my second floating female ghost pole. She's on it because, like I said a couple times, her original pole doesn't work when she's on it. So she's gonna remain on this pole for a while. And you're probably wondering why she has two different hands. This is a floating female ghost hand. I tried changing them at one point, because I couldn't decide what hands I liked on it better, the flat hands or the other hands. And the reason the cloth is so long is because this is actually from a floating female ghost. My very first one. This is how long the cloth was on my very first one. It's a lot longer than the other ones I showed, because her cloth was way too short. Her head would yank down and the string would get tangled in the mechanism. So here we go. See the low-pitched voice? That's why I didn't want to return it when it first broke. Do it again. And here's the floating female ghost head. This head is actually from that one that I just showed. And this has been around since 2011, but like it's been in my parts bin for years, and I brought it back to life because it was just dead for a couple of years. So, and I put a green LED in there because the other blue one was burnt out, but I wanted to make it kind of like a grave raver, I guess. And the green light flickers. For some reason, when you put a different color LED with a blue LED on these floating ones, it just, I don't know, that's what happens. But it kind of makes a cool effect anyways in the little speaker, because I had to solder it like that. Otherwise, you know, I would have to connect the hand pull to it, and that would look funky. And in the other video I did of it, the head wasn't going to the top of the pole, but it was just the batteries, not the motor. So it doesn't need a new motor. And here we go. See? And I'm gonna have to re-glue. It's missing the little hook piece, so I'm gonna have to glue it right here, because when you turn the lights off, the lights only shine on her hair. So I want it to shine on her face, so I'm gonna have to glue this up here so it actually shines on her face. So yeah, again, it doesn't need a new motor. It was just the batteries. I should have figured. Anyways, that's it for this review. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching and bye. And here's the low battery glitches. I know you guys don't know this, and I'm trying to show it. The floating female ghost has several low battery glitches. One that I can't get it to do right now consists of it getting really low pitch and possessed sounding like. Let's see if I can get it. Like I said, they have many different. This is not doing it now. I'm trying a bunch of different low batteries to see what kind of results I can get. That's one glitch where it just turns off. Here's another where it just freezes up. See, it's just... It's been so long since I've heard that glitch. And then there's one where the lights turn off and it continues to make noise. There it is. Yeah. It went high pitch now.